Hi everybody, I'm Steph. Welcome back to PT2Go, where you can learn it here and take it with you wherever you go. Today, I'm going to talk about neck pain. So as I discussed in my posture video, posture is very important to neck pain. Neck pain is very common and becoming more common because of all of the gadgets that we use every day. They make our lives like 10 times easier, but they take a toll on our neck. So there's a lot of different areas that neck pain can come from. As a physical therapist, we are trained in trying to figure out where the pain is coming from. We use different tests and measures, but one of the biggest things is just asking you questions. So this is where I want to start. I want to just ask you some questions so you can kind of pinpoint where your symptoms might be coming from. And then I can give you some ideas and tips on how to correct some of those things so you can get rid of the pain and the aches that you've got going on in your neck. Question number one, where do you feel the pain? Where in your neck is the pain? Is it in the muscles? Is it just at the base of your head? Is it in kind of in the upper traps or going down between your shoulder blades? Is it from an injury? Did you have some kind of like hit injury? Did you get hit? Were you in a car accident recently? Did you have a change in jobs recently where maybe you're doing a lot more overhead activity or you're sitting at a computer more and maybe you don't have a good desk set up? Are you a new parent? Are you holding a newborn, cradling a newborn, feeding a newborn on generally the same side more often? All those kind of things can cause problems with the neck if not corrected. So some good questions to ask yourself. Is the pain more on one side? Is it worse when I look up versus when I look down? Is it worse when I only turn one direction, not so bad going the other way? That kind of gives us an indication of where the pain might be coming from. Another big one, and kind of a red flag for us as therapists, is do you have numbness and tingling going down one of your arms or the other? Typically it's one side, sometimes you can have it in both. So these are big important things that we want to know. Right off the bat, if you have really bad numbness and tingling going into your hand and arm are completely numb, it's constant, doesn't go away, that kind of thing is keeping you up at night, I would definitely get in to see your doctor. With a disc in your neck, sometimes they will bulge, and when they do, they go out and back to one side, and that pinches off the nerve that can be going down, innervating your arm, and so that's why it goes down into your arm. So how we can fix that, if it's kind of just starting, if it's intermittent, something to try to see if it can get better is a neck stretch with a towel, a pillowcase, a scarf, something like that. You want to roll it up really small, and then you're just going to place it behind your neck, the base of your head, give a little bit of a tug, and then make sure you do kind of that retraction so you're sitting up in that good posture, and then you're just going to look up over that about 5-10 seconds. So that's basically the fulcrum for your vertebrae to extend back over. By extending, we're trying to push that disc back where it should be. So the symptoms should come up out of your arm. They may get a little worse in your neck before they get better. So and extend. So hold for about 5 to 10 seconds. And I would do, 5 reps at least, kind of monitor what the symptoms are doing in your arm as you go. If it gets worse with that movement after 3 reps, don't do it. Just don't do it at all. Contact your doctor. This is also a really good exercise if you just look down a lot, you read a lot, you're on a computer a lot, you crochet, you knit, things like that, where you're looking down all the time, and you maybe just have some general soreness, or you just can't extend your head. You can't look up at the ceiling very far, very well. It hurts. This is a good one to do to try and get that motion back, because the muscles are going to be upset with you if you're just trying to do it without. You're going to get pain, the muscles are going to guard, it's not going to want to let you do that. But if you add in this little bit of help, assist, it's going to help you to get that motion back. So Great thing to try for neck pain, especially if you've got the numbness and tingling in the arm. Next up, if there is pain more on one side of your head, where it's like difficult to turn one direction versus the other, or it's difficult to go up or down one way or the other, or maybe both are difficult. You just got a pain, or you've got something that's like, I just can't move anymore. You may have a stuck facet, which is the joints that kind of overlap that are on the sides of the vertebrae. And sometimes those can get just stuck, and then they won't allow you to rotate fully. So that's where, again, if you go to a physical therapist, they can mobilize that for you, get that moving for you, get through the muscle tension you've probably got built up because of it, and then they can teach you exactly what you can do on your own to kind of self-mobilize that. I'm not going to demonstrate that because it's a little more technical. You don't want to do it wrong, or you can cause some problems. So that would be a face-to-face visit to go through the technique and everything, make sure you're doing it right. So to end, I want to go through some exercises then, other than the neck extension, that you can do for the neck. So because of any pain you've got going on in your neck, whether it be whiplash, a disc issue, just general tightness, your muscles guard, and especially in this area, you know, even stress and tension, anxiety, it builds and builds here, and we carry it here a lot of times, a lot of us. And so the muscles just get tight, they develop knots in them, and that stuff just doesn't like to give up because we don't quit doing what we're doing. We keep pushing through every day. Maybe once the muscles are warmed up during the day, we start doing our daily activities, we forget about it. But then you're resting, or you're sitting at your computer later in the day and like, gosh, it just like it hurts. And so a way to help with that not only is posture, but you can throw in some stretches. So it's best to do these stretches after you've warmed up a little bit. So you know, either use a heating pad or 15 to 20 minutes, kind of warm up the area, and then do these stretches, or just let hot water run on it in the shower. That can work too. So first exercise, always start in that good upright position. You want that good posture, head is up, neck is up, and kind of start with some of those chin tucks, so you know your head is not stuck forward. So make sure the head is back in a good position. And then first one we're gonna do is just an upper trap stretch. So that's the muscle that's going kind of from your shoulder up to your neck. So all I'm gonna do is bring my ear to my shoulder, hold for 20 to 30 seconds, and you should feel a nice stretch right through here. If you have a tendency for that shoulder to ride up with you, you can grab the base of your chair with your hand to hold your shoulder down. That's a good, adds a nice bit more tension to the stretch as well. If you want a little bit more stretch also, other than this, hold here, bring your head over, and then you can grab with this hand and just apply a gentle pressure to get a little bit more of a stretch right through here again. So I would do about 2 to 3 reps on each side. Again, make sure you're feeling the stretch through here. If you're feeling like, you know, you just can't go that way, and you feel it more in your spine itself, again, that's probably something stuck, whether it's a facet joint or something else. So go to a PT, get that mobilized, and then, you know, they'll probably direct you to do some of these stretches. But if you're not feeling stuck and you're just feeling tight, like that good stretching pain, then try these stretches daily. And I would say 2 to 3 times a day, especially if you have a desk job, or if you're working overhead, if you're lifting a lot, that kind of thing. So the next one is for the levator muscle, and that is kind of a little closer to the spine, runs up to the head again as well, and then kind of down by the shoulder blade. So for this one, again, you're going to be up in that good posture, head back in a good alignment, and all I'm going to do is look down towards my opposite hip. And so if that's tight, I'm feeling a nice stretch, a little closer to the spine, right back here. Hold for 20 or 30 seconds. And then release. And then make sure I'm up again, shoulders down, other side. release. Good. Okay. Last one I want to show you is for the big sternocleidomastoid muscle. So that's kind of this big muscle, a little bit more in the front of your neck. It's a kind of a forgotten muscle, I think, for a lot of us, even though it's large and it does a lot of things for us, and it does tend to get tight, which can, you know, help keep our head forward where we need to keep it back. So this one, again, good upright posture. I'm going to bring my head to the side, and then I'm going to turn my chin up towards the ceiling, or kind of towards that side I'm stretching. So I'm feeling a stretch through here. Tilt your head back a little bit to get a bit more of a stretch. Good, 20 to 30 seconds. Release. Make sure you're in that good posture. I'm going to tilt my head to the side and my chin up. And I'm feeling that on this side. Okay, 20 to 30 seconds. So just some good general stretches for all the way around the neck. And these stretches should not be painful. If they are making your pain worse, if they are making the symptoms in your arm worse, in your shoulder blades worse, just don't do them. Back off, go in, see somebody, see a therapist, see your doctor. If you have specific questions, go ahead and message me. I'm happy to take any questions. The idea of where your neck pain might be coming from. Ask yourself general questions, and then try the exercises that I demonstrated. And if this doesn't help, again, please contact your doctor, go to a physical therapist. Also, if this video is helpful, be sure to subscribe, share with your family and friends, and hit the like button. Hope this helps. Have a great day, everybody.